welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today is a special day. We're doing something completely different. I'm going to show you how to make the best Rice Krispie treats ever. With this Rice Krispie treat recipe, you will have the perfect Rice Krispie treat every single time you make them. So what we're going to do, get a big measuring cup that's easy to measure out when you have more than 1 cup of ingredients. We're also going to use some butter. It's good to have a good pan to put the Rice Krispie treats in. I like to use a metal spoon. It just, to me, makes it easier to scrape off the Rice Krispie treats. And then for this recipe, we're going to use 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, and 3 cups of marshmallows. Now, one thing about the marshmallows, I do like using the bigger ones. To me, they are easier to melt. They have the mini ones and the bigger size. I like using the bigger ones. Personally, it's your choice, whichever one you decide to use, or the ones you have at home. Now, the measurement for these will not look perfect. It's okay. I just kind of play around with the marshmallows and push them down a little bit to get as close as I can to my measurements. It's okay if you have a few extra. Let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do first is go ahead and melt our butter. What I like doing is cutting the butter down a little bit when I go to melt it. That way it makes it easier to stir and melt faster. So make sure you also continue to watch. After this video, I have another great video that comes up that will show you how to make Rice Krispie Treat Mermaid party favors. So make sure you continue to watch the next video right after this one. Stirring the butter helps it to melt faster, so I like to just stir it around a little bit. And make sure that you're melting the butter, but you don't burn the butter. If you cook it too long, it'll start to brown and it can change the colors of your Rice Krispie treats. So just be careful with the butter and make sure you melt it, but not burn it. Okay, and so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and add our marshmallows. The best thing to do when you're making Rice Krispie treats is to stay over the stove. You want to keep stirring, and I'm just pausing for a second to measure out my Rice Krispie treats right here to get those ready while the marshmallows are melting a little bit. And you just keep stirring and stirring until all the marshmallows melt. Now you have to be careful also not to start burning the marshmallows and having them to stick to the pan. And if it does seem to get sticky, you can also just add a little extra butter or spray some butter spray. But as long as you keep stirring the pan, I'm just checking to make sure I have my 3 cups of Rice Krispies ready. And then as you see, as you keep stirring, it turns into like a melted, like whipped cream. And that's when you know then it's time to pour in the Rice Krispie treats. And as you can see, towards the end of the marshmallows melting, I do turn the stove off so it doesn't burn. And I move the pan over to an eye of the stove that is cool. That way the Rice Krispie treats don't keep cooking. So I'm just folding over the Rice Krispie treats, just stirring them up with the marshmallows. It mixes really good and mixes really fast. So you want to make sure that you have your pan buttered. I use butter spray, and I do butter my pan before I do this step because it goes really fast. And then as soon as the mixture is ready, you want to pour it in your pan right away. And what I like to do is scrape all of it to the corner and then start scraping it into my pan. Another secret I love to do is make sure your hands are clean before you make these, but I love to put butter spray on my hands and butter spray on the back of the spoon. It allows for me to use the spoon easy to push down the marshmallow treats without them sticking too much. And then once I switch over to using my hand to even it out, it just makes it so much easier so it doesn't stick. take my hand and press it around to even out the Rice Krispie treats. So the secret to having the perfect Rice Krispie treats every single time is have the equal number of ingredients. For example, if you want to make 5 cups of Rice Krispie treats, you have 5 tablespoons of butter, 5 cups of Rice Krispie treats, and 5 cups of marshmallows. And in this video, we did 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 cups of marshmallows, and 3 cups of Rice Krispie treats. Get the perfect Rice Krispie every single time, and they're just perfectly, they're not too gooey, they're not too hard, consistency is right in the middle. You can see how easy it is to cut them, and then when it's time to pull them out, you have the perfect Rice Krispie treats every single time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that thumbs up. Don't forget to check out this next video for the Mermaid Rice Krispie Treats party favorites, and have a royal day.